Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the talk segment of Straight Talk to Pa Heathrow. First, we want to apologize for our late delay, the little delay we have due to technical issues. We're just building up. We try our best to be more punctual as possible next episode. Today, we're going to be having two gentlemen today on our screen that we're going to be discussing issues today with us. We asked this question: 2023 race, the presidential race in Nigeria, should it be by zoning or by merit in Nigeria? Where do we get it wrong by trying to say it must be an Igbo man, it must be a Benin man, or it must be a Yoruba man, it must be an Hausa man, or a Fig man, or Yoruba man, Yoruba man, or Ishan, or so on and so forth? Do we continue to be zoning or trying to support tribal instance in Nigeria, the politics in Nigeria, or we need to start embracing those who merit to be in the leadership still in Nigeria, those who have the qualifications, the mind, the love of unity in Nigeria, or those who want to follow all the ethnic lines and try to practice favorism in their politics or in their government, or those who will look into their region. Because this has been going on for the past 60 years in Nigeria. And that's the more reason why every region wants its persons to be on top. Because they believe that it's a national cake. When you get there as a Yoruba man, you will at least siphon 60% of the amenities that are supposed to be shared among all Nigerians to your region. And some set of regions in Nigeria have felt being cheated for a very long time. And they are now agitating even for secession. But there are some few ones who still believe in Nigeria who said the only way they can play along with this system is for them the Nigerians to allow their area or their zone to be emerged as a president candidate to come from their place. The two parties, in short, because if you bring out a Yoruba man from the west and you bring an Igbo man from the east, or a Calabar man, or a Benin man, or Isha man from the south, it's going to be very difficult in moving ahead with this election without coming to a point where we don't have this same confusion we're having for a very long time. Definitely, Yoruba population is more than those of us who live in the south, and definitely the Hausa people will support the Yoruba because of the powerfulness of some other top Yoruba men who has always been collaborating with the North. Anyway, we are not here to start elaborating on those issues. Today, I also want to talk about Abakari issues a little bit from these two guests that is on my midst today. Oyewemandu Kingsley will be with me today from the eastern part of Nigeria. And Mr. Emmanuel S. Agbogun will also be with me, a very renowned activist in Edo State. We all know him. He's commonly known as Agbogun, Comrade Agbogun. I watch him regularly, even on Facebook too. But my point is that when I said I will talk about some issues that is really drawing us back as a nation, comes to talk about Abakari news that we'll be hearing about since about a week now. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, when things happen in Nigeria, some people are surprised. But someone like me, I'm not surprised because I know my country. I love my country, but I know what I'm capable of doing. You just imagine a police officer that was suspended because he was indicted concerning a Yahoo boy or a fraudster, a hush puppy in Dubai, was arrested. And FBI indicted this man and said, look, we want to carry him to the estates to investigate the issue and try him. The Nigerian government were playing. Anyway, let me not go to that place there. Let me call in immediately our guest to the studio. If they are here with us, let me see if they are here with us. So we go ahead. Thank you and God bless you all for watching. Please, I ask for just one thing from many guys there. If you are watching us straight to get, just help us to share and subscribe to our channel. At the moment, I call in who is on the line. Now let me call my brother Kingsley. Brother Kingsley, are you with us? Hello? Hello? Is Kingsley with us already?
Yeah, he's there, but he's muted.
Okay, can we... Okay, Brother Kingsley, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please
I can hear you.
just settle down, okay? We take it easy. It's okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Good afternoon. This is our third segment of the show. As you can see, there is called Street Talk with Pa Heathrow. I thank you for honoring my invitation. I've been following you for the past 2 years on Facebook. It doesn't really matter that you must not be in any positions in Nigeria for you to be recognized because good product advertise itself. You don't
You're right.
see you don't see Ferrari or Bugatti being advertised in television regularly. Okay, so
Of
the
course.
reason why I choose you is because I like the way you flow on issues and you are very eloquent too. Today our topic is 2023 in Nigeria presidential race that is coming up next year by His grace. I want to know from you. First of all, I will. But this is the topic anyway. This is the topic that do we have to zone it to a particular area in Nigeria, or we should embrace the system of by merit? That is what we are here today. But today, first of all, I will allow you to introduce yourself to my audience so they know you more better. Your full names, where you head from, and what you do for a living. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. I believe you are listening. You can hear me very well.
Very well. I'm even watching you.
Okay, my name is Kensley Kainebi. I am from Eka Northeast Local Government of Delta State.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business person.
Okay.
I'm also an influencer, and also I fight for the unity of my brothers and my sisters that have been scattered all around the country due to colonialism and all that. So as you can see, I believe you know me through my my program, uniting my brothers and my sisters, and that is all I can say now.
Okay.
I'm a father, I'm a husband as well.
That's good. I like that. Even when the situation is not favorable in Nigeria, it's okay. That's lovely. Please let me go straight to our next guest, Emmanuel Agbogun Comrade. Good afternoon, sir. Are you there with us? Hello. You mute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry for that.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
You're
my
welcome.
greet you, Pa Heathrow, the host. You're welcome.
Thank you
And
very
I
much.
want to quickly apologize for not keeping to time. I was actually rushing back home. Thought it was for 4 o'clock, and nevertheless, I'm home now. And I think in no distant time we would have electricity, so we can have a brighter view. But I need to stay somewhere where it's quiet and calm, so we can hear ourselves clearly.
It's okay. First, today's topic is about the race to 2023, the presidential race 2023. My today's topic is just that I want to know from Nigerians and from the two hosts that the guests that I have today, whether you support the idea of zoning or you prefer presidency by merit. This is the topic. But first, introduce yourself to the audience. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Comrade Bogu Emmanuel. I'm a civil rights activist. I am a freedom fighter and a passionate Nigerian that believes so much in the unity of this country. I'm a father, just as my co-presenter also said. I'm also a married man also. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much. I will start with you before I bring in my brother Kinsley to the place that you've heard me saying about the topic, and I just want Nigerians to throw light on this issue first before we start measuring names. Okay, but first we want to just see at a glance which area are you really supporting? Do you believe in a system of zoning, or do you believe in a system of merit in the Nigerian political issues that is coming up, that is on presidential election 2023? Which of these things did you take hold very, very strong?
Okay, well, academically, speaking from the academic perspective,
Okay.
as it relates to classroom notebooks and textbooks, I don't believe in zoning academically. But when it has to do with the realities on ground, I don't call it zoning, I call it power shift. because you cannot have power remain in one domicile in one region for a given period of time, particularly when you have two tenures of 4 years each. So there's always a reason for there to be power shift. So academically, I started by saying academically, I don't believe in zoning, but I wouldn't call it zoning because when you talk about zoning, you look into the geopolitical zone, as the case may be. And in Nigeria, we have six geopolitical zones
Yeah.
in the country currently. So if you're talking about zoning, that means in every 8 years, there should be a particular geopolitical zone that should present a precedent if truly the issue of zoning reflects. So I look at it as what is called power shift. For me, academically, I'll repeat again, academically, reality on ground, I believe so much in power shift. But academically, I don't care where the president of Nigeria comes from. All I'm after is that we have the number one citizen who can pilot the affairs of this country politically, who can actually solve our economic issues, who can actually look into the security issues we are currently being faced with, and then also come up with results. That
Okay.
is my interest.
Yeah. You just help us to differentiate it, right? That academically, if you are looking at it as those of us who are learned, or those of you who are learned, that is supposed to be by merit. But the game on ground in Nigeria does not, or was not structured to be admin in that very system. What it means that you change the name also to that it's not zoning but power shift from one direction to another, or one zone to another. Quite accepted, no problem. Before we come back to you again to start mentioning names, reasons why you stand on this, what you just said now, we'll first of all go back to Kingsley. Kingsley, are you there with us? Kingsley, are you hearing us?
Yes, I am. I
Good,
am.
good. I listened to
I
one of
am.
your program
Yeah, I
once at a
can hear
time
you. I can hear
ago.
you.
Yeah, once at a time ago, you were in the program. I think it was last year. The one I watched, and I even called. I remember you talk about the origin of your areas, that the cars and this is are very close. How much or less came from the Igbo dynasty, from the Igbos, because people have a lot of culture that relates to those anyway. But I'm not there now, so I want to, from your own view. So I haven't seen what we wrote there that the presidency 2023 is it by zoning or by merit? Which one are you holding to? Did you hear the question, Kingsley? Is out. It's very. I'm sorry. Please, we'll be back in a short while. Let's go back to Emmanuel Agbogun till Kingsley is fully ready. It is difficult to always hook up in Nigeria these days. I don't know why the network is always so bad. Ima, you are still with us, right?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Now let's go
listening.
straight to the issue before we get Kingsley back online again. In this moment now, we'll be seeing so many powers coming out from the shadow. In PDP, we understand that the former Vice President Atiku is still interested in the race. We also know that people are saying that what is his name? I've forgotten his name again. Dele Momodu is coming out, and under some PDP level. I also know that Kingsley Magalutu is coming out, but I don't know under the flag that is coming out too. That is PDP. Okay. Then in APC, we saw the first person that declared his intention was the Jagaban. That is Tinubu himself. That said, look, he wants to, he has been a kingmaker. He wants also to be a king. That's what he said. Now, Dele Momodu is not with those group. People are also, there are some fractions that is also negotiating or supporting or trying to initiate the vice president Yemi Osinbajo, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, to the race. And with the click that I've watched so far, I see you very close to the ideals, the idea of the Jagaba, our Baba Tinubu. Can you tell us why you want him to be a president and the reason behind all your support for him?
Yes. Firstly, a whole lot of people have this misunderstanding about the APC, and I think if there's a starting point for me to introduce my opinion here, I think I want to make people understand the fact that we have had these ceremonial politicians from the APC, sorry, from the CPC, which is headed by President Muhammad Buhari, and that of the ACM power bloc, which was initially headed by Siwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
Yeah.
and I've also had the new PDP faction, which was donated to support the APC agenda under the leadership of Right Honorable. And
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I better take this back again so that
So,
there's no
sorry, please.
distraction.
The noise enter. Go ahead, please.
Yes. So I started by saying that a whole lot of people have this misconception about the APC. And I think for me to tell my opinion straight, I have to just throw some balance here about the political arrangement of the APC. Before the emergence of the APC, we used to have the CPC political interest. We used to have the ACN and what we call the new PDP under the leadership of Chibike Rotimi Amechi, the ACN then under the leadership of Siwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the CPC under the leadership of President Muhammad Buhari. Now, we have always known the style of leadership from the PDP. It is what we have experienced for 16 years, and I think they introduced this current the democratic dispensation of government, and under the ACN, I don't think if there's any political interest that have abide under the ACN, they have not been able to have this feel of the number one citizen. And when you talk about the progressives, political progressives we have under the dispensation of the 16 years of the PDP rule in the center, you understand that the ACN, which have the characters of Adams Aliyu Oshomole, which have the characters of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and so on and so forth. Now, we have not really seen them participate in the corridors of government. And if you all know the vice president that have to have been the highest political office holder under that ACM block, you also agree with me that his hands have always been tied, as every Nigerian see it to be. For me, I've always had this belief that when the ACN, the APC came on block, there would have been this power balance. But within the last 16 years, within the last 8 years of government, you have seen the Minister of Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, is also from the ACM, CPC block. Nearly all the ministers that forms the cabinet of the presidency, 75% of them emanate from the CPC block. What that means is that there have been dominance in the political arrangement under the APC from the CPC political interests, as the case may be. And we have seen what their 8 years have naturally been in terms of governance deliverables, as the case may be. Now, one would want to agree if under the likes of APC, under the leadership of APC, you have seen how consistently the political windows to annex the corridors of government under the ACM power block, you have seen how they have been shut out. For example, I want to start from my state, Edo State. Comrade Adams Aliyu Oshomole left Edo State as governor. There was a ruling party under the state, which was ACN. There were some differences within the leadership. The center quickly shut the door against the party that be in my state, owing to the fact that they are not from the CPC power block. Oshomole was shut out, even when the APC won 24 seats over 24 in the House of Assembly. 14 members who did not belong to the nocturnal inauguration of the House of Assembly, till date as we speak, were being shut out.
No.
And because
Hold on, brother. Activist Agbebun, hold on. I ask you. I don't want us to start going to that. I ask you about Asiwaju Tinubu. Okay,
yes,
he is coming out. Hold
I
on, he's coming out as a candidate, and most Nigerians
yes.
are against it. Why are you supporting him? Asiwaju Tinubu declared that he's 69 years of age. Me and you know it's a lie. The first daughter is 59. You can click, you will see that the first daughter of Asiwaju Tinubu is 59. And he told you he's 69. And he's not coming out as president. So I want to ask you, why are you still believing in a man that has lied first with his age? As old, we are even complaining that age is on the side of the president. So it's just, I don't want to go divide. If we start going to story, we'll not go into details about the party's body, whatever. But as individual, not as party, why Tinubu?
I get your question very clearly. If you have listened to me very well, I try to give an holistic explanation of
I know
why I believe in the APC interest and what is remaining about the APC interest. Now let me go to the candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed.
Good.
Tinubu, as you all know, was one governor under the Obasanjo administration that headed the affairs of Lagos State.
Yeah.
As of today, despite the fact that Lagos State is not the only privileged revenue opportune state we have in the country, we still have that of Rivers State, we still have that of Kano, and we still have that of Lagos State. Asiwaju has been able to manage the affairs of governance, giving it that balance that brought about Fashola. Under his leadership, you saw that Fashola was not relegated to the backdrop of politics. He's still very present as a serving minister under the Buhari-led government. If you talk about Ambode, which was also somebody he worked against in the last election in his state, to ensure that you have the likes of Governor Sanwo-Olu, who is one of the transparent governors. Now, I haven't given you this explanation. I will still also want to use the character of the vice president of the country to also tell you what has come out of that political arrangement of the Tinubu political dynasty. Now, one thing I believe so much in Africa or in Nigeria is that over time there's this political power block that manages the affairs of this country. Whether you call it in a state, whether you call it in the Abuja center, whether you call it in a local government, there's always a power block. I come from one there, for instance, and we know the power block that has always been in charge of government since 1999.
Now I understand. Don't be annoyed there, please. I just want to make something clear.
Now, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu have given you the likes of his political dynasty.
Yes.
Calling Fashola, calling Sanwo-Olu,
yes.
calling Ambode, calling Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. If you look at the character of the people surrounding him, these are people who can deliver on the basis of governance. Okay. And who have always been delivering.
Fashola is the Minister for Powers, am I right? Powers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Infrastructure even. No, yes, infrastructure is Amechi is the transport or whatever. Before they came into power, hold on. You see, I don't want to start going into this about these issues before, because I'm not looking at his credibility or the way he performs when he was in governor, or those he mentored that have shown positive issues in the Nigerian political arena. Okay, I am saying, how can a man of 80 of age, at the moment where we are now, we are complaining of what we have that is 70 something, that we said he goes to medical checkup every day. Nigeria is just 60. And how come that everybody that comes to power now, those days we have President Gowon was in power when he was not even married. I vividly remembered. He married Victoria after he was head of state. Abacha was only born up to 50 when he got head of the state. Maybe 60. But that was not even up to that age. So why now? Because we need to move forward and be developing. All that developed society does the same thing. What can Asiwaju do? Have you seen his state of health recently? I'm not talking about his what he can be able to do upstairs or his ways of. He has done well. Let me not give him 0%. Why now?
I understand your submission very clearly, and
Yeah.
very well. That was why I started by evaluating the political arrangement of the APC, and from there I moved over again to the political dynasty of Asiwaju, and now again I want to talk about the age factor here, which you have rightly said, and the health factor. There's nobody in this life who is not sick, including you and I who is talking here. We
Yeah.
have one form of ailment. Either it's a migraine, either it's malaria, either it's fever, or what have you. Now, we all know that as one grows old, the body gets weaker.
That's
It
true.
is a natural cause. Now, you might look into the weaknesses of a man, but how well can you balance the positive side of a man from his weak side? That is what make you, taking the right decision for the interest of the population of a people, or for whatever arrangement the case may be.
Okay,
Now,
but do you
as
know
far
the
as
reason why you go people work for Nigeria 35 years or 40 years and go on retirement?
sir,
Do you know why people do work for 35, 40 years and go into retirement?
yes, the business of politics. If we look at the retirement age, I think the current American president should not be in office, have any business in office. If you go by the age of what your explanation is talking about.
But it's very physically okay, because in a public domain, to be a state governor, to be a president, I believe that everybody can go sick. Okay, but the rules and regulations worldwide, before you become a candidate or stand for an election in a nation like Nigeria or in any place at all in the world, you must be physically fit. Malaria is not a permanent illness, but someone who has a cancer can die anytime. Somebody who has tuberculosis can die anytime. Somebody who has diabetes can die anytime. If you do dialysis from your kidney, okay, and you not want to contest as president, meaning you will be going to the US every 2 weeks to draw water out of your body. That's what we are saying. It's not malaria. Malaria can be cured with drugs, with anything at all.
Uh,
Anyway, let me give you just 2 minutes before I go back to prepare yourself to answer this question. I'll go back to Kingsley. Okay, I'll get back to you now so that you freshen up yourself well, because you just rush into the asshole. Kingsley, are you still with us?
I am with you. I'm with
Okay,
you.
good. Please, I want to ask you. I have the same questions to my friend Emmanuel Bogun. Which area are you supporting? Because you were about to answer that question just now before your line went up. Tell us, presidency 2023, is it by merit or by zoning? Which one are you supporting?
Am I on with you?
You are very on with me. Just go ahead.
Okay. If I am
He used to have a very perfect line every time, but I don't know why
to
he's
say
outside
that
today.
Emmanuel miss,
Yeah. Go ahead.
let me
Yeah.
let me talk to Emmanuel. He spoke very well, but there are some issues
Yeah.
that he ought not to be bringing up as far as this discussion or interaction is concerned. Now, when we talk about
This lab is a lot of problem. It's having a problem. Anyway, let's go ahead. When it's true, you let me know. Okay. Ima, I'm coming back to you again because Kingsley has a problem of internet. The net is not really going well. Ima, are you still with us?
yeah, sure, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, okay. Now let's go back again because I tried to be very fair so that you will not take the whole time while he's not talking. So you were saying something just now. My point is that I will repeat again. You heard what I said before. I'm not against him. I do hope that he gets well very soon. That anybody vying for any public position must be physically fit, must not have a permanent illness. This is the problem I'm talking about. It's not headache. It is not fever. Stomach can run you anytime. You take drugs and it's okay. But when somebody is confirmed or diagnosed to have a cancer,
no, in the case of Muhammadu Buhari, our present president,
who is talking? Is Kingsley?
he doesn't know.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead.
In the case of the person of President Muhammadu Buhari that cannot decide on his own He has no mind of his own. He has men and women. Each time they come to him with a particular decision, they are not making that decision to the benefit of the citizens. They have one or two ulterior motive backing up whatsoever fact they are giving him as a person. Because he has no mind of his own, he's bound to make mistake, and those mistakes is what Nigerians are suffering today.
Before we go
So
there,
that is
please,
one.
Kisley, hold up. Before we go there, because we were offline before. First of all, tell us which one you prefer first, by zoning or by merit.
Now, Africa as a country has a problem. We were colonized by the whites, and with our leaders who travel out, they see the type of governance that the people who colonize us are running. Now, is a bigger problem. Talking about zoning, that this is the time of the Igbos, this is the time of the Edos, this is the time of the South. It always gives us a backward leadership, because one, we should be looking at someone who will take us out of the mess that we have found ourselves. Not zoning. We have practiced the system of zoning. This is the time of Yoruba, this is the time of the Igbo, this is the time of the Hausas. For how many years? Now, 1990, this particular present time now, we have had rotation of leadership that has not offered Nigeria any good. Are we going to keep doing particular thing, having the same result without thinking on how to take another step that will give us a positive one? Now, I am of the opinion that we'll look out for a quality and a reasonable and someone that will rescue the country, not actually the zoning. Zoning has nothing to do with us. If America has belief on zoning, Obama will not be one time a president of America. If Britain that colonized Nigeria is looking on the zoning aspect, Britain will not be in the state they are today.
Okay.
So we should look at the men and women who has what it takes to offer to the people the benefit of leadership and the benefit of governance. Now, let me talk to my brother. I live in Lagos 1999. I left Lagos 2009. At least it was during the time I was in Lagos that Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State. I was in Lagos when Tinubu handed over to Fashola. I was in Lagos when Fashola was warming up to hand over to Ambode. At least I can tell a little bit of some of the transaction that happened in that. Now, let me tell you, Tinubu has nothing to offer.
It's off again or a line again. I think.
To the
Let me.
chest or the
It's back
highest.
again.
You discover that these men are nothing but self-centered men who believe in enslaving the citizen to make themselves what they are today. They are not God, but indirectly, we the youth are support them to become God that we worship today.
Okay. 2 minutes, please, if I go back to Kingsley. I've heard what you said. Your stand is that you believe in merit. That these guys that are mentioning their names today have done nothing, precisely nothing at all for Nigeria. A place like Lagos, 75% of the amenities in Lagos is owned by the federal government. That one is confirmed to me. The airport, the seaport, the flyovers you are seeing there were all done by Julius Berger, by the federal government. That one is true. But that does not mean that they've not done anything in Lagos anyway. Now, to your own, if I go to my brother Emmanuel, I want to know from you, since you are against the zoning, we understand that the South government the other day, and they said, look, they negotiated, they said, look, they gave it ultimatum to the northern and said, look, they must zone it to the south, fine. And there are some
West, yeah.
There are some major candidates that are coming out now. In your mind, I've seen both the APC and the PDP. The people that have come out so far, who are those you don't even want to see in the corridor? of campaign at all, not to talk of there being a candidate. And who are the candidates you would prefer to emerge as a candidate or probably becomes the Nigerian president for the future, 2023?
Sincerely, if I am to make my own personal submission and opinion to this question,
Yep.
among all the people I am seeing now, no one is qualified to lead Nigeria. Reason, no one is qualified to lead Nigeria. Let me tell you one thing you don't know. We talked about, everybody is talking about the unity of the country. Everybody is talking about, now nobody is ready to look into the foundation of Nigeria, which is the major problem of the country. How was and how is Nigeria, how did Nigeria come as a country? Now we should first and foremost address the foundation. You know why I'm telling you this?
Yeah.
If you look at other countries that we are looking up to, politicians are not in any way richer than those who are in the field of entrepreneurship. They are not in any way richer than those who are captains of industry. But it is only in Africa you see a politician who is on salary being rated as one of the richest in his constituency. Who gave him the money? How did he come about the money?
That what we're talking about. Kingsley, hold on. We're talking about corruption. I don't want us to elaborate on that. That one, a day will come for that.
Okay, now.
But for now, we have no choice. We have no choice. Which one do you say? Okay, let me manage this.
My stand is this. We should look out for the like of Sowore. We're talking about the youth. We look at the on the side of people like Peter Obidem. We look at on the side of what is it called, Dele Momodu.
Anyway, he has cut off again. He has a very big problem with the network system.
This present.
He's back again. Kingsley, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Your network is breaking and it's really disturbing from us moving ahead.
Honestly.
First time I'm seeing your network like this. So go ahead, please, briefly before we go back to Emmanuel.
So what I'm saying is that we're going to be looking at the lives of Sowore, Dele Momodu, what is it called, P2B. We look at this young man.
Kingsley Mawolu.
Who has actually. Hello?
Kingsley Mawolu.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he has said his mind. He said
to actually
he's
come
back
up.
again. Yeah. Go ahead.
So we should look at these young men to actually take the affairs of the country, because presently the men we are looking at, calling them that they are the savior of the country, they are doing nothing. Do you know one of the problems why APC is failing? The number one head has nothing to do with economics. The number one head knows nothing about the running of the affairs of the.
Yeah, it's terrible. Just cut it off. Let me go straight to Emmanuel. Comrade Emmanuel.
Country. Now, when the Minister of Finance,
is back
the
again.
Minister of
Emma?
so when the Minister of Power, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we need to have a president that can as well be familiar with every sector. In as much as you cannot be a president at the same time be a minister of finance, be a minister of power, be a minister of petroleum, but at least you're vibrant. Can as well you have a kind of little knowledge of all these ministries, that when a paper is being presented to you, you can ask one or two vital questions. Not the one that when a paper is presented to you, you can't read it, you can't go through the paper. All you do is to sign and they carry out the work. This is why Nigeria is failing. And if we continue this way, we keep dying, we keep borrowing without seeing anything physically being done for the people, for the development of the country. That is the problem of the person of Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay.
And if we give it to Tinubu now,
yeah,
Tinubu is going to be worse. Do you know why?
No.
Tinubu has mercenaries who will stand for him, believing that these men and women will stand to do what is needful to actually bring the economy to stable. But it's not going to be stable because these men will be there. Their mindset is that my brother was there yesterday. He has enriched himself. It is my turn now to as well enrich myself. Because the problem of the country is that this is our turn. It's our turn to do what we like. This is their turn. It is their turn to do what they like. Nobody wants to see Nigeria move forward. Among all these men we are mentioning, their name. So we shouldn't think of them.
Before I leave to Emmanuel, I just want to let you know this. There was this convention they did in Lagos sometimes ago in Ikoyi. Most of the guest speakers there said, even though you bring the best economists in the world to come and govern Nigeria, the most honest man in Nigeria, the system we have now in Nigeria won't work. Now, there are some group who believes in succession, that they believe that because they are with Nigeria, that's why they are not progressing. That's the reason why they are part of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And there are other ones who say that no, we are better off staying together, but every region has autonomous power. Okay. On that aspect, I will come back to you, but let me go back to Emma so that I will be sharing it equally. Why you be able to fix a place where you can get your good internet down for us. Well, Comedy man. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience. Please, the girl's network was not too good. Okay. Now, let me tell you how I see it. Okay. I do quite believe that you have a passion for Tinubu. I don't doubt that.
Not the passion. I'm actually so I don't know Tinubu in person.
Yeah, I know. It's not of your age and you don't belong to the same clique. I know, but you are really looking at his story and where he started, who he has mentored, how he has trained men to become who are great people in Nigeria today. I do understand.
Yeah.
But let me take you back again now to the history very well, because there are some certain persons in Nigeria that believe that power shift is not the solution in Nigeria.
It is not. It is not.
Hold on, Kingsley, please. Hold on. Power shift is not the solution in Nigeria. That we just needed to put things right and put the right persons in positions. Those who are upstairs, who have something upstairs, right? Have you listened to Bode George, the former administrator of Lagos State during the military rule? Of Ondo State, sorry. You listened to him. Did you see any fact in all those things he was saying about Tinubu?
Castigating Tinubu.
No, not castigating. Did you see what? Oh, you listen to what he said. 2 minutes. Let's see. Just hold on. Hold on for me, please. Hold on. Let me see if we can be able to hear. 2 minutes. Okay. Just hold on.
His heart into the ring to compete.
Listen to Abode.
I am saying, and it is not a dogfight. This is a matter of life and death for our nation. We cannot continue to drift. Yes, he has a right, legitimately, to say he wants to throw his hat into the ring, and he has declared. Now, but Nigerians we have to be very careful. We have to be extremely careful. I'm happy halfway house, the president in his bill saying now there will be electronic transfer of results to the collation center in Abuja. Makes a lot of difference. But the most important part of it, that is direct primaries, that will remove the control of primaries from godfathers, is still there. In a civilized society, democracy is so vital, is so important. Whatever it takes, whatever we will need to make it succeed, we must do. So I disagree with their party from this issue of indirect or direct primaries. I support direct primaries because we had done it in this country before. What that's like option A4. Now, having said that,
Okay.
I want to plead with Nigerians because the most important thing
It's very important.
is that we must not be lethargic. We must not shy away. If you put a garbage into a computer, what will be the outcome?
Garbage.
So please, this is the time we must come
Pa Heathrow.
out in millions.
Okay.
And
You know why I played that video, that audio for you? Is to he said he has every right to contest as a presidential candidate, right?
Yes.
But we must be very, very
Pa
careful
Heathrow.
about what we are doing. Okay. So, do you still are you still
Sorry, Pa
convinced?
Heathrow.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have watched Bode George over time.
Yeah.
You know, he's always good at condemning. If you had heard that whole interview when he condemned, he took over 1 hour condemning Tinubu. Who did he, show to Nigerians that can be the solution? So that's just to tell you, he's only playing to the gallery. We know old politicians like that. We see them more of the time. They are always good at castigating. Meanwhile, they have always benefited from the same process where they feel they are no longer, their presence is no longer needed. They begin to follow other people's names. We have seen that over time. So if they are going by that, we will also bring out clips where people like the governor of Ekiti State, the former governor of Ekiti State, has come out to say that even if you call Tinubu, even if you call him Olebu, Tinubu is a Yoruba man and he is competent and he believes so much in his leadership. And if he is being given the opportunity to run under the APC, him being a PDP man will support him as a brother.
Yes.
That is already on the media space.
The story was like that. The story was like that 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago. But 6 months he spent in England, the other day it was almost gone. You can see that he barely climbed steps when they are taking it out on any occasions. Have you watched his recent clips?
When you say he barely climbed steps, this was the man that came down from aeroplane by himself when he arrived from the UK. As I rightly said, I don't want to bother this discussion on the issue of health.
Yeah.
But all I want to rightly say is that, one of the people might be having some ailment, and I think is having the required treatment to those ailments. It's not so easy for somebody to be of his age and also be politically relevant. That is one. Then two, my spokesperson here did also make issues about young people. Yeah. And I think that is where I want to focus my discussion on more. For the next few minutes, I'll be here. Okay. Physically, there's nobody like me, myself. I intend to run for the House of Assembly. Wow. But the reasons why I have not declared to run for the House of Assembly is because I have not gotten that political structure. I have not gotten that political, strength or might to declare an interest. I don't want to just be seen as one of those activists who come out to, use that to woodwink people to make money out of the process and run into their caves of lamentation. Yeah. I don't want to be seen as one of those because I understand the political terrain. And I tell you today, if you put an Asiwaju in the polling ballot and put Tinubu Atiku in the polling ballot, Asiwaju will beat Tinubu even in Adamawa State. It will be so funny. And now, let me tell you something.
No, Asiwaju will beat Tinubu. What are you saying? It's the same person now. It's the same person now.
No, I said if you put Tinubu in the ballot, Asiwaju Tinubu in the ballot, and you put Atiku.
Okay, Atiku, yeah, all right. No, that one is not comparable. I'm not doubting doubt. Even the APC, let me just tell you, even the PDP, I don't want to start saying this on the national station, or you understand. Even the PDP, I don't even think none of them is going to want to work with Atiku. Even the special aid has already gone. So go ahead.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The network system is terrible in Nigeria. Anyway, fellow Nigerians, before we go back to Kingsley, I want to reiterate again here that when I listen carefully to everybody, the comment they make in that place there, how can one single man be in the terrain of government for the past 40 years? And they don't give opportunity for others to always come in and showcase themselves. So we are back to Imai Gabi. Imai, are you there with us? Hello? Wow. So, the area I was trying to say was that Magalu has shown some interest Okay, he said if they ask me to serve the country, I will. Obi said if they ask me to serve the country, I will. And then Dele Momodu too, I see him very vibrant. He's still young. If he has if he have the age of Tinubu, I would not even advise him to come out because of his size and he might not be so active in his performance. So these three candidates so far, the vice president, Yemi Osibajo, who I like too very much, but I don't know whether it's going to come out or not. But the reason why I'm saying this is that why can't we Nigerians leave the side of knowing somebody for many years as a godfather, as a local? This is my father, this is my mother, this is my brother. This is the reason why we are here in the position we are today. Let us look into this government. I remember at that time when they were campaigning for Buhari that I said, if Buhari win, I will pack down to go and stay in Nigeria. That's what I said. It's barely 8 years now. We can't even get 24-hour street light in Nigeria. Fine, infrastructure he has done much for Nigeria, uplifting the standard of transportation in Nigeria by trains, train stations, and so on and so forth like that. He tried. I'm not doubting that. But Nigerians deserve more than that. With the kind of potential we have naturally in resources and other things, we're supposed to be more than Dubai at this present date. And that's the more reason why I said we should not try to get it wrong again in 2023. So, first of all, most Nigerians are saying we need to restructure. It depends on how you see it or how you use your English language, that we need to reform Nigeria. I call it reformation because if you say restructuring, somehow people will say, look, what are you talking about? I say reform. Okay, let us go back to the old system of regional section in Nigeria where we now have at least we have the Midwestern region, the Western region, the Northern region, and the Eastern region. Probably maybe there's okay. Look, let us add the South to it and the Middle Belt to it. We can also make it 6 regions. And this region should be autonomous of themselves and pay homage straight to the central body. While the central body takes care of strategic studies in Nigeria, that arms and defense and stuff like that. Because if we do it that way, there will not be any problem in Nigeria as we have today now. Why you see some people who are in power creating 72 local governments in one state because the revenue that comes in is divided from the federal government are being divided by local governments. Then they create 22 in some other states, create more states in other places to divide the national wealth. But if every region has to sow its hand to bring out its managing its finance, you see that there will be fairness and equity in Nigeria. Today, our system has created laziness. When it comes to employment, they will use federal character. When you go to football, federal character. When you're going to the military, federal character. At the end of the day, our best is being lost to overseas. I just learned that the Nigerian doctors that entered Holland within last year and this year is more than 1,000 qualified doctor surgeons who are now working in Holland. So if 1,000 plus can be able to work in Holland at this time, you should know how many has flew to Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UK, and America. So, Kingsley.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, let me come back to you. Many Nigerians are saying the best way to do is that even though you bring the best person in the world to come and lead Nigeria now, with the structure we have on ground now, it's not going to be easy with him. Do you believe in taking power back to regional levels? Would that one reduce the intention of agitation of the Eastern people?
Yes, reason. Our mind has been functioned on biasness. If it's not coming from your brother, the one that is taking the affair is not doing well. So Nigeria has been positioned in a manner that crisis can never cease as far as the country is concerned. You can understand during the time of Jonathan, he was hated by the Northerners because he is not a Northerner. In as much as he was trying to rescue Nigeria, even he put up a meeting, which we call National Confab Meeting, to discuss the way forward. Many people kick against it. Do you know why? It's not coming from them. The Yorubas kick against it, the Northern, the Hausas, the Fulanis kick against it because it is not actually coming from Muhammadu Buhari, neither is it coming from Abacha or Babangida. Because we have been emotionally stampede. If it's not my brother that is doing it, that means the person that is doing it is not doing it right. And that was why when Jonathan took up the responsibility to make sure that the issue of insurgency, and the present president of Nigeria said to him that a shot on any northerner, a shot on the Boko Haram is a shot on the northerner. The language is there because he was actually, they believe that killing the Boko Haram is killing the northerner. He came into power. He promised us that his 6 months in the power, in office, that insurgency will be a thing of the past. That's going to make $1 to $1. We are not looking at all those things anymore. Do you know the reason? And there are people who are
hold on, Kizo. You are here with me. I'm not passing to anybody. Just 2 minutes, please. I will let you talk. Okay. First, this opinion is you. Okay, it is not the opinion of my. Hold on. Yeah. Hello. I'm coming. I'll give you time to talk. Don't worry. I'll give you time to talk. But let me remind you back. I don't believe there was a time they said they will change $1 to $1. One. Oh, I'm coming now. I'm coming.
Go and check.
I'm coming. But they do say that they will eliminate Boko Haram in 6 months. But let us go back to the facts too, because I'm just your host.
Check their campaign manifesto.
No, don't. I know. There are two ways. There are two things they said that they couldn't do at all. They said they will be paying pension for all elderly men 5,000 everywhere in Nigeria. They didn't do that. But during their time, Boko Haram was controlling 18 local governments in Nigeria, in one state. I do remember with their flag standing. But today, nothing like that. I give them 40%, but I'm not judging anybody. It is true they didn't perform to that extent.
You are not. You are not sure.
Okay, hold on. I have a question to ask you.
Pa Heathrow, wait. Pa Heathrow, let me just come in with this your statement. Do you know that I am not? Hold on, sir.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I believe that every statement I make here, it is my opinion, not yours.
That's
Though
true.
you are the host. Are you aware that during the time of Jonathan, the media house was not controlled? There is what is called freedom of speech. Every media house have right to investigate every incident and report it the way it is. And it is because of this present administration, the way they are scrapping on media houses, that you are being mindful of every word that will be coming out of your guest. So why is it like that? Because they know they are not getting it right. They are controlling the media house. They don't want the media house to report the things the way it is. Call up people who are in the north. I have customers who sell my goods. I'm into entrepreneur. I produce. I have people who sell my goods. I know how many states in the northern that have lost control. That my customers are no more buying. They are no more selling my product because of insecurity in their state.
Yes. I'm not doubting that, Kingsley. Hold on. I want to make one thing clear to you. Your net is bad again, but you can hear me very quietly.
Since I'm not being reported, we can't shy away from it.
Excuse me, Kizo, hold on, just 2 minutes. Now, if you say that the Northerners never liked Jonathan one single day, now let's look the story of Jonathan. Jonathan was former vice governor in Bayelsa, right? Then the governor was impeached. He becomes the governor for a while.
Me too.
Okay, then Odili was supposed to be the right man for OBJ, as we know at that time. I don't know what transpired. Goodluck was picked because he's obedient. Then he becomes the vice president to Yaradua. Yaradua get first sick when he was just it was more 2 years in power, almost 3 years in power. He died. The Kabal tried to make sure that he didn't come to power. He came to power and spent a year, 6 or 8 months on the power. To complete the year of Yaradua. The Northerners said, just hold on, because he said they don't like him. Because definitely, if the Yorubas or the North does not support anybody from the East or South, there's no way, no magic, he can be a president. Now, he was sworn in as a president to complete the tenure of Yaradua. That was where I have the problem. He now said there was no any gentleman agreement reached like that, that it must be zoning, must complete their 8 years. They argue it out. He contested as president. How do you think Goodluck won that election? If you tell me he won the election without the Northerners not supporting him or Yoruba not supporting him, it means it was rigged by federal power. Prove that case to me, please.
I want to let you know some things. Just as, let me go back to address this your question. My fellow Emmanuel, that is with me on this program, said something that he has an ambition to contest for a House of Assembly. The reason why he did not do that because he doesn't have the political without the structure. What is the structure? Now, when you come to Nigeria system, there are men and women that when they stand and give you their Nike packs, simply means you get it all out. You get it all the way. Now, on that first tunnel, what Jonathan believed and what they discussed with him that make him to win that first tenure was that he is going to rule only for the first tenure. That is just what happened, what transpired. And the power that holds the system gave him pass mark. It was that pass mark that actually gave him the winning. Not actually, you and I understand that Nigeria system has...
You've answered my question. You've answered my question. I don't even want to spend more time about that. Now, I don't know whether Emmanuel is still with us. If he's not with us, when he comes back, if he's back with us, just let us know. Okay. Now, let me go ahead with you again. Now, you are from you are from Delta State, right? Okay. Do you belong to any political party in Nigeria? Hello? Do you belong to any political party in Nigeria? Hello? It's not with us again. Anyway, I wanted to ask Kingsley.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, please be with me, please. You are with me, please. I beg you. Do you belong to any political party, please?
No.
As for now, you don't belong to any political parties, right? Which of these political parties do you have sympathy towards in Nigeria?
What you mean? I have sympathy to Nigerian citizens, not political party.
Okay.
The sympathy I have to Nigerian citizens is that it is unfortunate and regrettable that even before our eyes, we are seeing those whom we believe that we have given the opportunity to lead, working against us as a citizen, and at the same time, we are singing their praises. That is my area. When we talk about PDP, we talk about APC, we talk about ANC, we talk about ABGA. Every one of them are the same. Reason, they keep cross-carpeting from one political party to another. When Mr. A leave PDP to APC,
it's not gay. Now, if you come back online again,
a ship that was lost, but it become a ship that was lost, but now found in the right track. Is a problem we are having in this country, and every one of us as a citizen are not ready to address the problem that is before us. We are talking about singing the praises of the men and women that has kept up the way we are today. Let me shock you, sir. The reason why I am not a praise singer to any political candidate or anyone, do you know the reason why? Now, when every year you look at the budget that is being made as far as Nigeria's country is concerned. Now, somebody will come up and tell you that these people are doing this. Now, have you cross-checked the budget? But the money, budgeted for medical, our health setup, the one budgeted in transportation, road maintenance, the one budgeted in our, what is it called? Different sector. Yeah. How are this budget being accounted for? Who are the people that are staying there? I have brothers and sisters who are in politics, PDP in Delta State, who are close allies working in Delta State. I don't believe in them. Do you know why? You see somebody, even Okowa, I could recall, who is the present governor of the Delta State as it stands today. Yeah. I could recall 1999 Okowa used to ride Okada to my community, seeking for who to give him, he started from, you are talking about Jonathan being deputy governor. Okowa has worked as a council chairman in Owoibo. From council to house, he has worked as an SSG in Delta State. He has went for Senate. Today is a governor. Maybe by the time he will be handing over as a governor, nobody know the next position he will be picking. They don't seek for retirement once they find themselves in that position. So they keep calling you and I the leaders of tomorrow. That is the name we bear. We'll keep answering the leaders of tomorrow until our time runs off. One thing is, I believe that somebody like Emmanuel should stand up. He should stop saying that he doesn't have what it takes to run. If he has a passion to run, he should stand up. Let him begin to do the needful. As of today, money is not the ultimate. If Emmanuel has what it takes, the leadership capacity, his people knows, once he declares his attention, there are people who are ready to stand by him and make sure that he gets to where he's going to. One thing is that let him prove to his people.
The line is breaking again. Anyway,
we are
okay,
looking
go
at
ahead. Go ahead.
We are looking at what is called. We are looking at the leadership quality. We are not looking at the financial ability, because that is where we are missing it. Nigeria today will not work. The only thing that will rescue Nigeria as a country today is the regional
system.
Government system. When they say, okay, everybody manage what you have, give this to the central. Let me tell you, the Northerners will be busy with what they have. They believe they are the giant of agriculture. No problem. The Westerners will manage what they have. Let every region begin to make them. Bros, can I tell you something? Do you know that if you have studied the system of Nigeria, every state in Nigeria is blessed with different mineral resources. Talk about zinc, we talk about everything that have not been until we go back to the regional government that we give.
On that aspect, let me quickly just conclude what Kingsley was saying. He's in the opinion of going into a regional government. Well, this is where we're going to end on that issue concerning political issues. We'll be coming back again very soon. But meanwhile, I talked about Abakari before we came to this issue that time. This is just to let you know that Nigerians are, or the politics in Nigeria, they look at the Nigerian citizens as fools. That is the right name for the crime. I'm sorry to use this word. Everybody that live in Nigeria, that you think that the politicians respect you, they don't respect you. There's no rules and regulations that enable you exercise your franchise as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm sorry I have to tell you that. This was a Deputy Inspector General that was suspended during the time the Hushwabi was arrested in Dubai, and his case was into investigation. According to them, the FBI indicted you with a lot of evidence. We can still remember when Ibori was indicted in Nigeria with almost 1,200 count charge. At the end of the day, was dismissed without even having any issues to answer. But when he was taken from Dubai, Saudi Arabia to England, they charged him for only just 2 or 3 count charge, and he pleaded guilty for all and served about 6 years in jail. That's to tell you that our police or anybody in Nigeria, the institutions are not functioning very well. That takes me back to those who are condemning Governor Obaseki in Benin, saying that they've not seen anything that he's doing. If you don't have a good structure, a good system in a state or in a nation, other things you do is just like you are building in dust, not in rock. Okay. Not only that, this man was also on suspension. He was unable to be giving command to sharpshooter squad that used to intercept drug barons who come from Brazil and Equatorial Guinea and all sorts of places in the world. Just imagine 25 kilo, siphon 15 kilo out of a kilo, and they wanted to make it to be fake drugs. We get to understand that this man has a lot of establishment in Ikoyi, Lekki, Abuja, in everywhere. And today, a video was played to us in the national television at Channel News by the NDLA. Up to today, I want to see those lawyers who came out in Nigeria to tell us that because it's a northerner, you want to go and take it to America, it's not going anywhere, that they are going to stand for him. More than 5 or 6 sons came out, they want to stand for him. Anyway, I don't need to suggest to Nigerians what to do. But my kindly advice to everybody is that let us remain calm and see how the 2023 election is going to play. Before we leave you today, I want to let you know that this is our third segment. On the Talks Minute, we are expecting to see a honorable who will be my guest in the show here. We're talking about nobody else than Deco Idausa, who is contesting in Orion constituency as into the National Assembly in Abuja. He's already there. He's trying to recontest again for the second tenure. And we will be having him here and let him come and tell us what he have done so far and what he intends to do when he's re-elected again into the position. I know power tells us people are there to say no, and there are people who say yes. So I thank you all for being here with us today. We're going to draw the curtain here today, but please don't forget, I continue saying it, subscribe and share. God bless you. See you next Saturday by 3 p.m. Thank you.